Hi there, my name is Lea and I really like to knit. There's one thing I've always wanted to have in my closet, and that is a short dress with long sleeve. I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying to you that I wanted one for years and years, but I never found the perfect one. So of course I thought I could maybe knit one. In the past I knitted 2 dresses so far. One was the Knit Girl top and dress. The Knit Girl Summer Top and Dress by Joan. That was actually my first purchased pattern on Ravelry. How time flies, right? But that was a sleeveless dress. And the second one I knitted was actually one I just described to you. A short dress with long sleeve. It was the Milkmaid dress by Oshenknits. Hi, editing me here. The dress isn't called the Milkmaid dress. It's actually called the Made You Fall dress. It's this one right here. So sorry about that. And it's a beautiful pattern, very creative, but unfortunately I used acrylic yarn for this dress. I also used acrylic yarn for the Knit Girl Summer Top and Dress. And the Milkmaid dress was way too heavy at the end. And it was a bit too tight for my liking at the lower body part. And I just never felt really that comfortable wearing it. So in the end, I didn't really wear it, which is quite a shame. And both of these dresses are sadly no longer in my wardrobe. Oh, when was this? Fall? Winter 2024, I believe. There was this viral H&M dress, which I bought. One second, I'll get it. It is actually this dress. Maybe you've seen it on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. It's a nice dress, I like it, but this dress sadly didn't hit the spot for me. It still wasn't the dress that I was looking for. So honestly, I couldn't really stop thinking about knitting my dream dress. And it was always in the back of my mind. But I wasn't actively searching for a pattern or something like that. Every now and then I thought about knitting a dress. So on one evening I was casually browsing Ravelry, as one does, and a very special pattern was recommended to me. And that was the dress number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I don't know what it was about this dress, but it instantly got my attention, and it was something like love at first sight. I just saw this pattern and really thought, wow, I want to make it, and I know exactly which yarn I want to use for it. That was kind of crazy. I immediately thought of this lovely drop spell yarn that I have in my stash for quite some time. I only have 3 balls of this yarn. It's 53% cotton, 33% viscose and 14% linen in this beautiful green color. And I only have 3 balls of yarn for this because I wanted to make a top with this yarn, but I already made this top twice, so I don't need a third one. And now I really want to make a dress with it. And I believe this yarn would be perfect for the dress number 1. I'm so excited. Just from looking at the pattern pictures, I can already tell that it's quite fitted at the hips, which I don't really like. So I'll probably have to experiment a little bit and make it a little bit wider and work with a few lifelines. I'm planning on a few modifications for this pattern. I still have to take a look at this pattern, how it's structured, how things will be going, and figure out where I have to put in the lifelines and then just experiment a little bit. And I'm planning on putting no pressure on me or this project because I really want the dress to be perfect at the end. I already did the gauge swatch and I already showed you a sneak peek of it in my previous vlog, which was the project vlog for the storm sweater. But let me show you the gauge swatch now in its full glory. Here is it. Nothing special. I'll be using 4.5mm needles. I'll be knitting this dress in size small because that will fit my upper body best. But I'm honestly a little bit nervous for my lower body because I'm not size small when it comes to my lower body. But like I already mentioned, I'm planning on working with a few lifelines, making a few adjustments so that hopefully this dress will be a perfect fit for my body. And I don't want the skirt to be tight. I want it to flare a little bit out because I'm more comfortable with that. So I believe with enough patience and a few lifelines, I can make this work. I'm very confident in this, and I'm really, really excited for this pattern. There's something quite funny about this project, and that is that I'm currently working on my storm sweater by Petite Knit. That should be the vlog before this one. And in that vlog, I talked a little bit about a gauge swatch that I was currently doing for a potentially upcoming knitting vlog. That was this gauge swatch. And I said in that video that I maybe would start in a few days, weeks, whatever, and I'm just doing the gauge swatch now and maybe start in the future. I turned off the camera, finished the gauge swatch, and just started. I betrayed myself. I started around 24 hours ago, maybe a bit less, and I already have quite a bit of progress made. I abandoned my storm sweater completely. It's just, I needed a bit of fresh air, something different. Most of the time I have 2 projects at the same time so that I can switch it up when I get bored of the one project. And it happened now with my storm sweater. So I'm glad I just did what I was feeling at the moment and I started my dress number 1. So let's talk about it. My progress is this much so far. Quite cool, right? This is the back. I worked a few rows of German short rows. So what you basically just do is pick up a certain number of stitches, knit in the round for 1 round, I think, place the stitch markers and then only work German short rows for a few rows so that the neck is a bit higher than the front, while also doing the increases. Here I have raglan increases, and after I finished the increases here, I had to replace the stitch markers, and I'm currently working increases every other round. So I knit 1 round the increases, then I just knit 1 round, and I have to do that now for 36 rounds, I believe, and I'm currently on round 2. That's all I have so far. I'll now go back to knitting and see you sometime later. Happy New Year! Today is the 2nd of January and New Year's was quite fun. I put in a few clips and you may be wondering what was going on there. My boyfriend had the brilliant idea to have a little activity, a little game going on for, I guess, before we eat and just so we have something to do. And he reused a few old furniture pieces that we had lying around and we actually wanted to throw out. He built and planned golf courses. So we had like 4 courses. I bought the equipment and he built the courses. We had like 7 people doing golf and every person had a color, and I crocheted headbands in the exact same color with some leftover yarn I had, and we had a trophy. The winner got made out of clay. My boyfriend did that as well. Really cool. And all in all, it was a very fun activity. I also showed 2 of our guests my anemone sweater, and one of my friends even tried it on. And it was fun to talk a bit about it. And now to the most important part, my dress number 1. It doesn't look like much, but I can now separate the body and the sleeves. Yay! This is my 3rd ball of yarn that I just started with yesterday evening, and this morning I got the confirmation mail that my order with the rest of the yarn was shipped. I bought 8 more skeins of this. Maybe it will be enough. If not, you know the drill. We just order some more. There's no way around it. I don't have to work today. Today's Friday, so I already have my weekend. I have to clean the apartment a little bit, make some lunch, and then all I can do is knit today. I'm excited to separate the body and the sleeves. I always wanted a dress like this. I always wanted a short dress with long sleeves. I think this will be good. Fingers crossed. Let's get knitting. My yarn came. Finally, I used my time wisely and knitted on my storm sweater in that time, but today I can finally knit a bit on my dress number 1. I tried the dress on and measured to where I want the hip increases to start, and I need to knit until round 35. I'm not sure in which round I currently was. I now go and finally knit on my dress number 1 again after more than a week on hold. Hi, this is a small intermission to talk briefly about a little side project which I mentioned in my Esther sweater knitting vlog. My Raspberry Pi adventure. If you're not interested in tech stuff, feel free to skip this part. And for the small percentage of you who might be interested in how I did all of this and what I used, I've linked everything in the video description. Back then I said that I've always wanted one of these. A Raspberry Pi. A Raspberry Pi is basically a little computer, and you can use one of these guys for all kinds of projects. I wanted to use mine as an alternative for Google Photos because I paid for that until last year, and it's nice to save some money and also host your own data. So last Saturday, I finally sat down in front of my computer and finally set everything up. I did all this with the help of my friend Hannes, who watches my videos, hopefully, and was probably waiting for this exact moment. So, Grüße gehen raus. The first problem I actually ran into was that I didn't have a microSD card for the Raspberry Pi OS, which is the operating system for the Pi. So I had to go out and buy a larger microSD card, and I ended up getting a 128 gigabyte card. After that, I plugged in the SD card into my Windows computer, installed the operating system on it, and could even, which was really cool, set up the Wi-Fi with the password so that the Raspberry Pi, once the SD card was plugged in and the Pi started, it was automatically connected to the internet. Really cool and handy. Using the Windows command prompt on my computer, I could start the Raspberry Pi, ran some updates, and then eventually I could install a program which is called immich. The whole installation took me a few hours, half a day, around that, just because I've never worked with the Raspberry Pi, so it was definitely a learning curve, but I've managed in the end. So the Pi was now running, immich was installed, everything was set up, so now I needed all my data. And for all that, I requested my data from Google via Google Takeout, downloaded my photos and uploaded everything to Immich. There's also an app for my phone, which is cool, so this backs up all my videos and photos automatically. So the only thing I still want to do is to connect an external hard drive to the Pi for extra storage, but that is something I'll do in the future. And that's basically all I wanted to say about my Raspberry Pi adventure. I finally installed it, so thank you for letting me talk about stuff I'm interested in. And now let's go back to my dress number 1. Okay, who wants to hear a little bit about my dress? This is the current length of my dress number 1. I am in round 72. I reset my timer once I started the hip increases around here, just under the lifeline, actually. And like I already mentioned, I'm doing more hip increases than the pattern says to do. I'm still doing an increase every 8th round, and I'm almost at my 10th increase, and I'm planning on doing more increases. But right now I'm basically just knitting 8 rounds, trying it on, knitting another 8 rounds, trying it on, and so on. It fits me quite well in my opinion. I'm also happy that I started my increases a little bit earlier than the pattern says. So I've done the right adjustments for myself, and I'm planning on knitting a few more centimeters today. I'm off of work for today, and I'm gonna make myself a coffee now. I'm currently doing the setup round for the bind off of the skirt and wanted to show you what you have to do for the setup round. There is a video tutorial in the pattern, but I thought why not show you what you have to do. It's really simple. When I first read it in the pattern, I was a bit like, oof, what? But then I watched the tutorial, pretty easy. I've never done something like this before. You basically have to just pick up the knit stitch, then pick up with the left needle the stitch right below it, which is a purl stitch because we're picking it up from the wrong side. Maybe you can see it. I'm picking it up. That's the stitch right below the stitch I just slipped. And then you basically just knit it and put the yarn over it. And you basically have to do this for every stitch you have. And after the setup round, you just do a loosely bind off. You can see these are all the stitches I've already done. I have way more to go. And once I bind it off my skirt, I'll come back to you and talk you a bit more through what I did. I finished the body of my dress number 1. I'm surprised that I finished this dress today. I actually thought this would take me a few more days. As you can see, I put 2 lifelines in, and all in all I did 12 increases. And my last increase was in round 89, and I put a lifeline in round 96 because in 97 I would have done another increase, my 13th increase, but when I tried it on, I realized that I don't really need it. Put a lifeline in just in case I want to go back and put more increases in. So once I put in the lifeline, I laid the dress on the floor and measured how long it was, and I needed it to be 82 centimeters. That's what the pattern calls for. So I calculated and figured that I can start the setup row for the bind off in round 115, which I did. And after the setup round, I just simply binded these stitches very loosely off. I tried it on. I like the length, I hope. I'm a bit scared that it's maybe just a little too short. So maybe I have to go back and add a few more centimeters, but for now I'll leave it. And I'll first finish both sleeves and block the dress. And I try to stretch the bottom a little bit, just the tiniest bit. I'm excited to finish this dress. And I think I'll just start right away with the first sleeve. Yay! Breaking news, I finished the first sleeve. Woo! So let me talk you through what I did. So this is my first sleeve, just plain and simple. I picked up 2 additional stitches on both sides, so 6 instead of 4, because I had 2 holes, and with the additional stitches I didn't have any. Then I just knitted 10 rounds, just plain stockinette, did the 5 decrease rounds over every 6th round, and the 30 centimeters I reached in round 72, where I then did the increased round, because you do 1 increased round so that the cuff flares a little bit out. I did the little setup round for the bind off in round 122, and then did a hopefully very loose bind off. Yeah, it's loose enough. And yeah, that's it. So you can see a hole, but that's from the end that I have to weave in. I basically have not woven in a single end, just because I'm a little scared what blocking will do to the garment, and I want to be able to undo as much as I can to get it done perfectly. And the same for the sleeve. The sleeve has perfect length. It's really perfect. It goes up to here, I believe. So I don't want to stretch it out when I'm blocking it. For the body, I will stretch it out a little bit, because I tried it on again with a pair of leggings, and maybe it's a bit too short, but I couldn't really tell because the back of the skirt rolls up a little bit, and I want to see what blocking will do to it. I'm mentally prepared that I have to undo the bind off and knit a few more centimeters. Totally fine. Oh yeah, and I'll definitely have enough yarn for this project, because this whole sleeve was a bit more than 1 ball of yarn, and I'm currently on my 8th ball of yarn, so I have 3 more. Everything's already up here. And I have just started with the second sleeve. This is all I have so far. I'm currently in round 11, so I'm almost at my first decrease round, which is in round 11. If you're interested in everything I did in a little bit more detail than I'm currently telling you, maybe go to my Ravelry project page, which I have linked in the description, where I counted every decrease round and so on and so far. So I hopefully can get a few more rounds in today. Last week, I initially thought about finishing this dress by Saturday this week, so this will be the day after tomorrow, 2 days, because then I will go out for dinner with my whole friend group, and this dress would be perfect, but I won't get it done with blocking until Saturday, even though maybe it could be a tight fit, maybe if I steam block it, but I've never really steam blocked before. I'll just see how much I can get done. Exciting plans for today. In a few hours I probably play Unshrouded with 2 friends. That's an open world crafting RPG which we quite enjoy so far. A few hours left until we play that, so I'll just watch something on YouTube, get a few rounds in, eat my mini Brot chips, Tomate Kräutergeschmack, very tasty. It's basically just bread chips with tomato basil flavor. Why was that so hard? Yeah, my little pre-dinner snack. Yeah, I'm yapping, so see you soon. Two things about this project really surprised me. First, how much less yarn it took than I expected. I only needed 10 skeins of drop spell, so I even have one left over. Cool. And second, how good the fit turned out almost immediately. I genuinely thought this project would take me way longer than it actually did, because I assumed I had to redo many sections to get it to fit me perfectly. But somehow it just worked out. I feel really lucky how well it turned out actually. And honestly, this might be the coolest thing I've ever knitted so far. I love this dress so much and I can't believe I made it myself. It's chic, it's light, it fits perfect, it's just all in all very perfect. And the fact that I made this dress in only 3 weeks is kind of crazy to me. If you're interested in all the details about this project, I've linked my Ravelry project page with all my notes in the description below. And if you enjoyed watching me knit this beautiful dress, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video and maybe subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I really hope to see you in my next video.